Hi everybody, I'm Melissa. Welcome back to CloudMom.com. So happy to be back at AlbeeBaby looking at car seats and strollers today. Here I have the Britax Boulevard 70G3 convertible car seat. This is a seat your baby will go into when he makes the transition out of the infant car seat, which should happen at around 2 years and 40 pounds. So let's go over some of the quick features of this seat. Excellent SIP side infant protection, very protective of the baby's neck. You have terrific padding here. There's a steel rim here, which is very, very safe and protective of the baby. You have the option to install this using a latch system or a seatbelt system. I'm going to show you two options on that in a minute. And you have something that is called safe cell technology. This is something that Britax does that apparently gathers the energy so that the baby is more protected in the event of an impact, which we pray does not happen. So quickly, let me just show you the latches here. This is a 5-point harness. It has an anti-tangle mechanism. When you want to loosen this, it's a little bit different than the older Britax models. What you want to do is there's a little lever in here that you push up on. Trying to get that down there so you guys can see. So you push up on this and then you just move this out and up, and that loosens it like this. Out and up, out and up. So with this loosened, another fun thing that's in this Boulevard model and was in the prior Marathon model is that you can actually move the seat like this up and down. In the past, you had to restring the straps for the child, which was a little bit more of an effort. Okay, so how am I going to install this in my car? Well, the number one thing you can do if your car has this ability is use this latch system, which is very easy, and here is your latch. I think about it sort of looking like a shark's head. And basically, you loosen this latch by pushing down here on this lever here. And when that happens, you pull out to loosen it. Out, like this, straight out. When you try to pull up or try to pull down, you have an angle protector there, which will make it very hard to maneuver. So again, pushing down here and pulling out straight to loosen. This is gonna snap into place. You should hear a nice snap and make sure it goes into the latch. I'm gonna snap on the other side now. Again, I push down here and I pull in this direction. Let me hold with my other hand to make so that you guys can see better, like this to loosen. Out. Okay, I'm gonna push in here. Now, in order to tighten, a good thing to do, pulling, 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 is to come right up here. And that way, I get a nice even tightening. So I come up through this side in the car seats. And these move along the steel rim of the seat. So I'm pulling here, I'm going in here through this side pocket area here, and I pull on both sides evenly to get a nice tight fit. That is the latch system. I'm going to show you how to install with a seatbelt, and then we're going to do the tethering. So in order to undo my latch system, all I have to do is press down on the red button and pull. I'm going to do it here now. I'm going to move this a little so you guys can see. I'm pressing down on this red button and then I'm pulling up my latch. It's very easy to do. I'm going to move these latches to the front and we're going to do the seatbelt install. This is the upper, using an upper seatbelt. With all seatbelt installs, I pull all the way out, making sure that I have no slack. Then I'm going to loop in through here. Okay, now look at what's going on back here. These are what are called lock-off protectors. I'm not going to attach them yet. First, I'm going to get my seatbelt into place, securely locked here. See guys, I'm still holding down on this, and look down here. I've got slack in my belt. All of that needs to be totally tightened, and I need to put my weight down on the seat, and I make sure this is straight, and I need to make sure that the belt is as tight as possible. At that point, I'm going to attach these lock-out protectors. So how am I going to do that? I'm going to pull up here. This is nice and tight and secure, and I'm going down and I'm attaching my lock-off buttons. And now I can put the rest of my seat back together. There I go. So my seat is firmly in position now. Using the seatbelt method, I've pushed down on it. I've adjusted the belt to make sure it can't be maneuvered more than an inch in any direction. And I'll say again, you have to go step by step through your product manual as well. So let's look at how you're going to tether your seat. So tethering is an added part of the car seat insulation that gives even greater stability, meaning that the top of the car seat, you know, will stay firmly in position. So here's the tether, and I'm going to show you guys the way this strap works right here. So look how I get more slack out of this. I turn this piece down and I pull. That's how I get the slack, by pulling this down. If it's like this, you're not going to be able to pull. It works very similarly to the latch system. Let's get this all straight and correct. Pulling down like this, it should look like that. You see? I'm going to lock my safety lock into place. I'm going to go over my little latch here on this sample here at AlbeeBaby. And then I'm going to tighten. Tighten, 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 tighten. This should be very, very tight. And make sure your straps are nice and smooth and not twisted. You should be to the point where you feel like you can't really get your seat tighter on both sides. Pull, 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 pull. Okay, there we go. So here you have the Britax 70G3, up to 70 pounds. I've shown you the basics of the installation. You'll go through your manual as well. Best of luck in your car with your baby, and thank you so much for watching CloudMom.com.